Hello, interwebs. Hello there, interwebs. I wanted to show what you get for $23 on eBay when you want to buy some taps. Now, maybe it's just me, but there looks like maybe it's something a little off here about this. If we look at this one here, that one looks a little better. This one, maybe some some minuscule burring happening there. I don't know what causes that, but it doesn't quite look right. And we'll see how they work. I'm really interested to see how they work. This is what you get for, this is a Hiltex brand, whatever that means. And I think what they should have done is rather than, I knew this couldn't have been, this was likely true, but I went ahead with it anyway because I needed some taps. So I'm going to see if I can't use one and tap something. It'll be fun. For this first test, I cranked through a bit of the old wood because, you know, it's soft. And I noticed something right off the bat. This. It's not really in there right. So I think along with the issues that you see in there, which is the insane amount of burring, and the kind of completely off-centeredness of the holes, yeah, that's probably, I don't know, it was 27 bucks, 24 bucks. I'm gonna guess that this was 50 cents. No, that's too much. This is a 10-cent part, so I guess that's the accuracy you get for 10 cents. They're knurled, right? So they took the trouble to knurl these, but there's something else going on there. Now, on further inspection, the quote-unquote SAE, this one actually looks fine. So it doesn't look like it's out. So it's just the metric one. So I don't know why that is, but the metric one is no good. I wonder if they're reversible. Okay, now. So I got my 8mm in the vise. I just checked it. It's like spot on. I've never actually used one of these. I don't think. I think I've straightened some threads out, but I don't think I've ever actually made a thread on something. So I have no idea what's going on. But I do know that I cannot hold this and this at the same time. So I'm going to give this a whirl and then I'll show you the results. Right. Well, the first thing I noticed is that if it really is for 8mm, then either you don't make your blank 8mm or this doesn't work. So it doesn't, there's no way this is going to start. So I don't know if I need to put a chamfer on this, but I think I need to go and read something about how to actually do this procedure. It might help. Right. So I'm going to just put a chamfer on this real quick. I took it down another, about another 1/1800 of a millimeter, and then I'm going to chamfer it and I'll give it another go. Well, this is the M8 coarse thread, 1.25 thread per millimeter. And it's just, I can't get it to start. There's no way. If you look at the threads, I mean, they're so chowdered up, I can't even really figure out which end is supposed to go in. I mean, it literally looks like it's just square on both sides. There's no chamfer. There's no like starter chamfer or anything. So focus. Not like which side is it? Because you see, well, that one thread looks nice and chamfered. The one to the right, it looks completely like it's not chamfered. So I just don't know. I think if you needed to thread some pieces of wood, this is the thing that you need, because wood's easy to thread. if you need to thread a piece of mild steel, this is not the tool for you. So I'm gonna try to literally put a taper on here, and see if somehow I can get the thing to start. But I may not even make another video of that process, because it's ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that. All right, so because I'm just, I'm desperate. I put this on here. This is the 10 millimeter by 1.25 thread per millimeter, and this is a piece of 3/8 stock. I mean, it's like, you can't really see it, but I mean, it just isn't cutting. So the most obvious next test is take one of these guys. Actually, I have a better one. This guy right here. We'll grab this guy, who I've had for many, many years. And this is a very high quality file. And we'll just pluck this guy out of here. We'll walk it over this way. And man, making videos with your one hand is not easy. I have a feeling I don't have the right level of coordination to make this work. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right. So, how hard is it? Oh, that's cutting nice. Really nice. Listen. That's as soft as a baby's bottom. So how the heck are you supposed to cut threads with a piece of steel that's not hardened? Come on, focus. It does file real nice. So I think I found the problem. Let's go back over here real quick. I would call this a case of false advertising, because it says right here, it doesn't say hardened. It does have all this stuff, but it's not even worth sending back. It does not say they're hardened. But you would think, like, shouldn't all dies be hardened? I wonder if the taps are hardened. Wouldn't that be weird? They don't look great. Look a little better, but it's hard to actually use those words to describe these. They don't look good. So we'll try this file test again, because I'm pretty sure I'm not an expert in machines and stuff, but I'm not a big expert on machines. I'm just learning how to deal with metal, but this shouldn't cut. Oh no. Well, that could be the geometry. Maybe they just somehow tried to harden the teeth. No, those are not hard. What? So, yeah, moral of the story there, right? It's hard to cut with steel that's not hardened. So, yeah, that's just no good. All right, so this is a tap I bought on Alibaba, And these taps are freaking awesome. I love them. These are actually the best taps I've ever had. And I didn't buy this set for the taps. I bought them for the dies. And I just want to do just a quick visual comparison, because like the fingers just tell you everything you want to know about these, and the edges, the crispness of everything. I mean, this on the inside looks like it was, I mean, look at that. It's like, it's just terrible. I don't even know how, what would you cut that with? How is that cut? It just looks like the metal is being pulled away. It's not being cut. You look at this one, you've got a really nice crisp edge. There's no burrs. There's no weird pull. It doesn't look like the metal is being pushed or pulled or smeared or anything like that, right? So, you know, and then the weight, you can tell, I mean, there's a difference in the weight. I don't know what it is, if this has lead in it or something, but I mean, these are like heavy and ugly, and they feel very, very round and almost like they've been tumbled. Whereas this feels very sharp to the fingers, but it's much lighter weight. So this is supposed to be high-speed steel. This is definitely not high-speed steel. This is probably, you know, just regular old mild steel. I don't even know why they would, this is almost like a counterfeit item. So strange.